Hey guys, so I'm back with another video, and this is a video I've been waiting on making ever since this app came out. I've been excited for it, ready to make the video, ready to experience it, but most importantly, just ready to talk about this. So, this is called Moon VR Portal. It was formerly known as Moon VR Home, and it was something that was really more only on the Quest, and I think part of the reason this got brought over to Pico was with the Pico 4 Pro coming out. But, yeah, it's very, very cool. Basically, if you can't already figure it out just from watching me go in a couple of these rooms, it's an app all about home environments, which is why it was initially called Moon VR Home. But I think the new name, Moon VR Portal, is more fitting, because there's plenty of home environment apps out there, apps that allow you to experience 3D environments, but they're very limited, or they do very specific things. Like Wander is kind of similar to this, but it only takes you around places on Google Maps. And I have experienced other apps where they have different environments. The problem is there's only, it's not a huge selection. Well, this app is brilliant because it takes pretty much all the VR environments it can find, things from side quests, things from PC, things from all over the place, slaps them in one app where you can go experience all of them, and then it uses portals in your real home to go through, as you can see. So, you can be in your living room like I am, and you can walk into a gaming room like I just did. Now, I think it's brilliant, I think this is a great way just to go places and travel if you're into that stuff and want to see cool things. I think it's a great way to use the VR headset, but I also think it's an amazing way to show people VR because it's so easy to use. It's 3 buttons, as you can see on the bottom. Each of them are very, easily labeled. They make sense. It won't be hard to explain to someone what each button does or how to use them. But at the same time, as you see, there's no other controls here. It's literally just picking an environment and putting a portal down, and you walk right through it. So if you had somebody who still couldn't figure out, like let's say they don't know how to use the VR controllers, well, no need to worry. You can set up the portal for them and just slap the headset on them, and all they got to do is walk through it. So yeah, it's brilliant in my opinion. Like I said, it's something we haven't really seen before, but it's something we should have seen a long time ago, I feel like. But this is the kind of app, this is exactly what mixed reality is for. This is the type of stuff we were waiting to see when mixed reality became a thing. But anyways, let's start getting off into the mechanics of this game and how this game works. Or I should call it an app, because it's really more of an app. So the idea, again, it's a stellar idea, something I can't believe no one else has thought of. It's a very unique thing. But when it comes to how it actually works, it works pretty good. It definitely still has some bugs. Like, I'm going to list off a few right now. One thing you guys might notice is that whenever I walk out of this door right here, every single time I first walk out that door, it flashes an image. Well, it felt like an image of the place I just teleported to. Unless I walk backwards like I just did there. So if I walk backwards, it doesn't do it for some reason. But if I walk, like let's say I walk through the portal and then turn around and walk facing my actual house back through the other end, yeah, it's weird. It kind of glitches out a little bit. The other thing is, and this is a great point to tell you guys, some of these environments aren't like fully ready for this yet, like this one right here. So what you're going to notice is when I go into this place, you're going to be able to still see some of my house, So it looks okay right now, and we're going to walk in, and you see that little gap right there in the bottom? You can still see my chair. When I turn around, you'll be able to see the whole back of my house. And I think that's because the environment was only ever meant to cover like in front of you and the left and right. I don't think it actually has a back piece for it. But because of that, it kind of looks kind of wonky in the Moon VR Portal app. Now, I did want to say too, while we're on the topic of these portals being kind of weird, this one I'm using right here, the police box one, this is from my dad, Doctor Strange. But when you see this, and you see these portals, this is the only portal that allows you to just walk right back through it without the glitch. At least I believe so. It will just walk through and it won't flash the image. We'll see right here. Yep, see? So it's the only portal you can just walk back through, completely fine, no image flashing, nothing breaking your immersion. But yeah, it's all the other portals have that weird little bug, and I'm sure it'll be fixed in next update or next couple updates. It's nothing that's too game breaking, it's just a little weird if anything, and that's how most of the bugs are here. Now, this is the other thing they just added to it. It's this called the Skywalk experience. It's basically Richie's Plank experience, just thrown in here as like a little bonus. When I tried Richie's Plank experience the first time, it got me. When I tried this, it didn't. It's because, I already knew what was going to happen. I had already seen people try out this app. I knew the board was going to break, I knew I was expecting it. I knew when it was going to break too. I knew it would break at the end because I'd already seen someone else do it. So there was no fear for me whatsoever. Now, this is another glitch in the app right here. It's not necessarily a glitch, just something that would vastly improve the app. You can't move the portal. The only way you can move the portal is by clicking on that home button, turning your head, moving where you are, and the portal will move with it. So I have to constantly click on that home button to move the portal back after it's moved, which can be a little bit annoying, but again, that's something else I'm sure they will add, like a button or a way where you can grab the portal and physically put it wherever you like. That would be nice. If you could walk up to it, grab it with your controller grab buttons, and kind of drag it around your house and put it somewhere, I think that'd be the best way of doing it. But yeah, so they have some 3D environments like the one I just walked through, and see that was a glitch happening right there as I was telling you guys about. I walked back through it and it flashed an image of where I just was right before I left. You should be able to see it here again once I walk through this, once I walk backwards. Okay, so yeah, watch it right now, see, and boom, right there. But yeah, so that it can be kind of annoying, but it's like I said, it's not game breaking. It's just a little bit immersion breaking because it kind of, it's not seamless. It has that little, like almost like a stutter right there. But yeah, it really isn't that bad, I promise. And I'm sure it'll be something that's fixed soon, like I said. Now, the reason I think this app is so important is because it's already breathtaking, it's already cool, but this is something that can do so many more things. You know what I mean? There's so much potential here. You could use these portals if they could get to a point, they could make an agreement with Meta or something. They could have it so you could have portals be like implemented into the actual Meta software, Meta could add their own portals, which would kind of suck. I think they should give these guys credit because they came up with it first. But I could also totally see Meta adding their own portals to games and stuff, because that's something they've talked about. But just imagine that, if you could have portals in your home, like in your home environment, you could set them up in your house, kind of like how they're talking about those new accessories you can place in your room and stuff, that are like mixed reality 3D little gadgets and stuff. Imagine you could put a portal down that would bring you to your favorite game. Let's say you love Ghost of Tabor. You could put a portal in your living room, and whenever you put your VR headset on in your living room, you can walk right through that portal, straight to Ghost of Tabor. So I can see implementations like that, but I can also just see this thing just growing and getting better and better. The more environments that come out, the better this app gets. So it's something that just has so much potential. It could be something really special. It's already something cool, but it could be something amazing. So it's awesome to get to check it out here. It's awesome that it's on Pico, but yeah, it's really, really cool. This is right here, so you can also just click 360 and walk around it like a normal virtual environment. So if you don't want the portal experience, you want to just be able to walk around it normally, put it on 360 and you're good. But yeah, again, this is awesome. I recommend using this app with your boundary turned off. Make sure you're playing in an area like I am where it's mostly open and it's couches and stuff, so if you do bump into something, you're not going to fall right over, and make sure you're walking around slow. Don't be running around. But I feel like this app's much better without the boundary, because again, the boundary is something that also breaks immersion when that little wall pops up. But yeah, that's Moon VR Portal for you guys, and I hope you guys loved it.